We all know thumbnails are important. If no one clicks on your video, then no one will ever learn anything from it, and why even make it? So don't go with the default option. But you also can't spend hours making the perfect thumbnail. So what do? I've described before the importance of building a system around any of your activities to be more efficient. So in this video, I'm going to show you the system I've built around making thumbnails in 30 seconds. Before we dive in, a couple of constraints I set for myself. First, for me, my thumbnails must be grabbed from my raw video. I don't want to set up a separate photo shoot in order to try to capture the perfect thumbnail frame. Instead, I constrain myself and I must grab the thumbnail from the raw video, like from this one. I do this also because then my thumbnail is going to be the right frame size and aspect ratio and resolution and so on. Second, I want my thumbnails to have a similar visual identity. That means you all can recognize these thumbnails and click to view them. This second constraint is essentially built in because of the system that I've developed. Okay, so now time starts. Let's build a thumbnail. All right, the first step is to scrub to the point in the video where I think I have a good enough facial expression to be an interesting thumbnail. So here's one. I'm just in the raw video right now and just viewing it in QuickTime. So if I just copy this, Command C in QuickTime, I can then go over to preview, and if I just do Command N, file new, it's going to say new from clipboard. So in this way, I'm able to grab a single still and open it preview. And then if I go ahead and save it, I can save it in my project folder, and it's going to save it as a PNG, file size of 2.6. And then I'm going to open up Photoshop, and I'm going to take the image that I just made. It's called thumbnail, and I'll just drag it down into Photoshop. So I have this image, it's a PNG, it's a single layer, you can see over here. Now, what I previously was able to do is record a set of actions in order to create the thumbnail that I wanted to, the style that I've decided on one time. This is really the special sauce. There's plenty of YouTube videos that you can find of how to record actions, but essentially this is going to be a simple script within Photoshop to repeat the same set of operations. So you can see here, I convert this to a smart object. I set a couple of filters, and then I select the subject. This is Photoshop's way of finding the person within here. Make a layer, fill, set, and so on. A couple of these are going to throw some errors saying can't find this, can't find that, but that's okay because it works well enough. So I go ahead and select thumbnail right here, and I just hit play. And it's going to rip through all of these just like a script. And I can say, okay, continue. Some of these aren't available. It's okay. And then what I have here is my default template for my thumbnail. So I have a couple of layers over here. So I have my sticker layer, I have a stroke and a drop shadow. Again, plenty of YouTube videos if you want to copy this style. And then here's a rectangle and a title. So if I select both of these, I can just drag and move them to maybe over here. And the title, maybe I want to set it to something like, so the title of my video is Why You Should Learn to Program. This is white, it's hard to see because I want white to be my text. But then what I can do is I can just select out of here, close, save this layer. And then I have my text right here. So I can then move it, line it up with my box. And maybe I want my rectangle to be a little bit bigger. Something like this. And I'll probably make my title a little bit bigger also. And scale it up. Something like that. And then select my rectangle again. And then a little bit bigger here, a little bigger this. Maybe it's got a little bit too much tilt. So maybe I'll bring it back just a little bit. Okay. And then maybe I don't want the second rectangle and the second title. So I'll toggle those off. And then what I would maybe do is one final step is add something that is going to be something relevant to programming. I might drop a computer here or something. Let's just go ahead and see if we can do that quickly. So come over to here, and splash, computer, and maybe something like this. So I'll download this file. I'll create a new layer. And then what I might do is select subject. And then I'm going to create a mask layer from this. And I can then slide it over here. I might then also add a couple of layer properties, effects. Here's my effects. Maybe I'll add a stroke, and it's same thing. It's a stroke, makes it look like a sticker. And then I'll also add a drop shadow, give it some depth, just like the others. Say okay. And then we can come here. And what do you think? How's that? One thing that you want to do when making a sticker is also zoom out. So this is what it's going to look like as a thumbnail. This text is a little small. We have some more space, so maybe I'll make that a little bigger. Bigger. I think that'll be okay. Rectangle. How's that? Kind of covers up my eye a little bit. Now the text is straight and the rectangle's a little bit wonky. So now I'm just fiddling, trying to make it look as nice as I can. I think that's going to be pretty good. We can just export as. Now, YouTube has a limit on the file size, so you oftentimes have to make a smaller file. And then we export, tell it where we want it to go, call it thumbnail final, and that's it. I clearly took more than 30 seconds to set up this system. So now, each time I want to make one, it really only takes 30 seconds, maybe with a little extra time for fiddling. But the key point in this video is not to show you something that you can then copy and port over to your own system. I mean, if you can, great, go ahead and steal this style. But the reason is to inspire you to think about the system in order to save time and be more efficient. If you like this video, go ahead and check out this other one where I talk about the framework that I think about when designing systems.